Let's be brutally honest for a second. How many times have you woken, gone through the motions of your day, the commute, the emails, the endless tasks, and realized at 6 p.m. that you didn't actually feel alive during any of it? You were just functioning. You were technically present, but the lights were on and nobody was home. It's a terrifying feeling. It's that quiet, nagging sensation in the pit of your stomach that whispers, "Is this it? Is this all I'm supposed to do until I retire?" If you have felt that, I want you to know something right now. You are not ungrateful. You are not broken. And you are certainly not alone. That feeling isn't a symptom of failure. It's a symptom of misalignment. It's your soul trying to shake you awake because it knows you have something specific, something unique to contribute to this chaotic world. Today, we are going deep. We aren't just talking about finding a new hobby. We are talking about uncovering your unique purpose and, more importantly, the actual mechanics of achieving it. We are going to move from existing to truly living. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about optimizing your life, not just for productivity, but for meaning. Before we start digging, we need to clear up a massive misconception that paralyzes most people before they even begin. We have been sold this Hollywood idea that purpose is a single lightning bolt moment. We think someday we'll be walking down the street, a piano will drop on our head, and suddenly we'll realize we were meant to be a concert pianist. That is nonsense. Purpose is not something you find sitting under a rock. It's not a noun. It's a verb. It's an active process of creation and discovery. It's not a destination you arrive at. It's a manner of traveling. If you are waiting for a burning bush to tell you what to do, you are going to be waiting a very long time. So, how do we start this active process? Phase 1 is what I call the great unlearning. Before you can figure out who you are, you have to figure out who you aren't. Most of us are walking around wearing layers of expectations put on us by other people. Parents who wanted us to be safe, teachers who wanted us to fit in, a society that tells us success equals a certain salary and a certain car. You need to audit your desires. Ask yourself, do I actually want this career path? Or did I just want to make my dad proud 10 years ago? Do I really care about buying that house? Or does Instagram just make me feel like I should? If you don't silence the noise of the world, you will never hear the whisper of your own intuition. You have to stop auditioning for the role of successful human based on someone else's script. Once you've cleared some of that mental clutter, you enter phase 2, the excavation. Finding your purpose is usually found at the intersection of 3 things. Imagine a Venn diagram. Circle 1 is what you love. And I don't mean just what you enjoy. I mean, what are the things you do where you completely lose track of time? When do you enter a flow state? Maybe it's organizing complex data. Maybe it's comforting a friend in crisis. Maybe it's building furniture in your garage. What activities give you energy rather than draining it? Maybe it's organizing complex data. Maybe it's comforting a friend in crisis. Maybe it's building furniture in your garage. What activities give you energy rather than draining it? Circle 2 is what you are naturally good at. What are your innate strengths? We often overlook these because they come so easily to us that we assume everyone can do them. They feel unremarkable to us. We often overlook these because they come so easily to us that we assume everyone can do them. They feel unremarkable to us. Are you naturally diplomatic? Are you able to see patterns where others only see chaos? Are you physically gifted? What do people constantly ask you for help with? What do people constantly ask you for help with? Circle 3 is what the world needs. This is crucial. Purpose isn't just about self-indulgence. It's about contribution. Where is there a gap in the market or a gap in human suffering that you feel pulled to address? A true purpose always serves something bigger than your own ego. Where is there a gap in the market or a gap in human suffering that you feel pulled to address? A true purpose always serves something bigger than your own ego. Your unique purpose lives in the center of that diagram. It's the sweet spot where your deepest joy meets the world's deepest needs, utilizing your natural talents. Now, you might be looking at that diagram in your mind and thinking, I have no idea what goes in those circles. That's okay. You don't find purpose by thinking about it. You find it by testing it. You need to treat your life like a laboratory. Run small experiments. If you think you might want to be a writer, don't quit your job to write a novel tomorrow. Write 1 blog post every week for a month. See how it feels. If you think you want to help the homeless, volunteer once. If you think you want to help the homeless, volunteer once. Action brings clarity. Sitting on the couch pondering the meaning of life brings anxiety. You have to try things on to see if they fit. This brings us to phase 3, the execution. This is where most people fall off the wagon. They have the realization, they see the vision, but they cannot bridge the gap between the dream and reality. Achieving your purpose is rarely glamorous. We see the highlight reel of successful people living their purpose, but we don't see the 10 years of grinding in obscurity. We don't see the discipline. If you want to achieve your unique purpose, you have to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. If your purpose involves being an artist, you have to love the act of painting more than you love the idea of having a gallery show. If your purpose is to start a nonprofit, you have to love the nitty-gritty paperwork and fundraising calls, not just the ribbon-cutting ceremony. The bridge between finding and achieving is consistency. It's showing up every single day and laying one brick. It's boring, it's repetitive, and it is absolutely necessary. You cannot rely on inspiration. Inspiration is a flaky friend who only shows up when the party is already started. You need discipline. But of course, as soon as you start committing to this path, you're going to meet the final boss. The gatekeeper, resistance. Resistance manifests as fear. The fear that you aren't good enough. The fear that everyone will laugh at you. The fear of failure. And surprisingly, the fear of success, because if you succeed, you have no more excuses to hide. I want you to reframe your relationship with this fear. When you feel that resistance kicking in, when that voice inside says, "Who do you think you are trying to do this?" Take it as a good sign. Resistance is a compass. It only appears when you are about to do something important. You never feel resistance to watching 3 hours of Netflix. You only feel it when you sit down to write that book, start that business, or have that difficult conversation. The more important a call is to your soul's evolution, the more resistance you will feel toward pursuing it. Don't let the fear stop you. Let the fear guide you. Walk directly toward the thing that scares you, because that is exactly where your growth is waiting. Finding your unique purpose is not about becoming a different person. It's about becoming a person you always were before the world told you who you should be. It is a process of remembering. It won't happen overnight. It will be messy. You will take wrong turns. You will try things that fail miserably. That's part of it. A failed experiment is still a successful data point. It tells you what doesn't work, which gets you closer to what does. Please, do not deprive the world of your specific contribution because you are too busy trying to be a generic version of someone else. We need what you have. Your perspective, your combination of skills, your specific history. It has never existed before, and it will never exist again. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time doesn't exist. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Your purpose is waiting for you to meet it halfway. Get moving.